Welcome to Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth, Indira Gandhi Institute of Dental Sciences. Today we are going to discuss about purification of water. Content: why purification of water is important, methods of water purification, and conclusion. Why purification of water is important? It is important because water is major importance to all living things. We purify water to get rid of contaminants that can be detrimental to our health. The human body consists of about 60% of water. Therefore, the quality of water that we drink is very important. The drinking water should be totally clean, pure and free of any microbes, and that's why should be properly treated, disinfected before using it for drinking purpose. Methods of purification. Purification of water may be carried out at purification of water on a large scale and purification of water on a small scale. We will see briefly about each one in upcoming slides. First, we are going to see about purification of water on a large scale. The component of water purification consists of storage, filtration and disinfection. Storage. Storage may look at it from 3 points of view, which includes physical, chemical and biological. In physical, about 90% of suspended impurities settle down 24 hours by gravity, therefore the water becomes cleaner. Chemical. Chemical changes also takes place during the storage process by oxidizing action. Biological. Only 10% of bacteria remains at the end of 1 week. The optimal period of storage is about 2 weeks. Filtration. Filtration is the second stage in purification of water on a large scale. It reduces the bacterial content by 98 to 99%. Filtration may be done in two types. One is slow sand or biological filtration. Another one is rapid sand or mechanical filtration. First, we are going to see about slow sand filtration. The elements of slow sand filtration are supernatant water, sand bed, under drainage system, filter control valves and filter cleaning. Supernatant water. The depth of supernatant water is about 1 to 1.5 meter. It promotes downward flow of water through the sand bed. It takes around 3 to 12 hours for a raw water to undergo partial purification by sedimentation and oxidation process. Sandbed. The thickness of sandbed is about 1 meter. The diameter of sandbed lies between 0.2 to 0.3 millimeter. The sandbed is supported by a layer of graded gravel which is 30 to 40 centimeter deep and which also prevents the fine grains being carried into the drainage pipes. The rate of filtration lies between 0.1 and 0.4 meter cube per hour per square meter. Vital layer. The vital layer is nothing but the slimy growth covering the surface of the sandbed. It is also known as zoogial, vital or biological layer. This layer is consists of thread-like algae, plankton, diatoms and bacteria. It is considered as a hot or slow sand filters. It may take several days for the vital layer to form fully, and when fully formed it extends for 2 to 3 centimeter into the top portion of sandbed. Under drainage system. It lies at the bottom of the sandbed and is consists of porous or perforated pipes which serves as an outlet of filtered water and supporting the filter medium above. Filter box. It is an open box which is rectangular in shape. Depth varies from 2.5 to 4 meters and is built partially or wholly below the ground and is consists of supernatant water, sandbed, gravel support and filter water. Filter control valves. Its function is to regulate the flow of water in and out. Filter cleaning. If the bed resistance is increased, then it is time to clean the filter bed. It can be done by scraping off the top portion of sand layer up to 1 to 2 cm depth and then a new bed is constructed. Rapid sand or mechanical filtration. The steps of rapid sand filtration which include coagulation, rapid mixing, flocculation, sedimentation and filtration. Coagulation. The raw water is first treated with a chemical coagulant such as alum. In rapid mixing, the water is subjected to violent agitation in a mixing chamber. In flocculation, slow and gentle stirring of treated water in a flocculation chamber. Mechanical type of flocculation is also used. The thicker the floc diameter, greater the settling velocity. Sedimentation. The water is then laid into sedimentation tank where it is kept for about 2 to 6 hours. Filtration. Now the partially purified water is subjected to rapid sand filtration. Filter bed. Each unit of filter bed has a surface of 80 to 90 meters square. The depth of filter bed is about 1 meter. Below the sand bed there is a layer of granite gravel which is 30 to 40 centimeter deep. The rate of filtration is 5 to 15 meter cube per meter square per hour. Backwashing. Usually, rapid sand filters they need frequent washing daily or weekly depending upon the loss of head. The washing is accomplished by reversing the flow of water through the sand bed. The time taken for backwashing is about 15 minutes. Next, we are going to see about disinfection. The disinfectant, it has to satisfy the following criteria. It is capable of destroying the pathogenic organism and it should not leave products of reaction which render the water toxic and it should have ready and dependable available. Chlorination. It is one of the greatest advances in water purification. Properties of chlorination are: it oxidizes iron, manganese and hydrogen sulfide. It destroys some taste and odor producing constituents, and it controls algae and slime organism, and it also aids in coagulation. Principles of chlorination. Water should be clear and free from turbidity. The chlorine which is needed to destroy bacteria, to oxidize the organic matter and to neutralize the ammonia in water is called as chloride demand. Break by chlorination. The contact period of at least 1 hour is essential to kill the pathogenic organism. The minimum recommended concentration of free chlorine is 0.5 mg per liter per hour. The sum of the chlorine demand of the water plus the free residue chlorine constitutes the correct dose of chlorine to be applied. Method of chlorination. Chlorine is applied either as chlorine gas, chloramine and perchloram. Chlorine gas. It is the first choice because it is economical, quick in action, efficient and easy to apply. Chloramine. They are loose components of chlorine and ammonia. Perchloram. It is used for measuring, regulating and administering the gaseous chlorine gas to water supplies. Perchloron or HTH is a calcium component which contains 60 to 70% of available chlorine. Breakpoint chlorination. Addition of chlorine to water to a point at which free residue chlorine begins to appear. Superchlorination. Addition of large doses of chlorine to the water and removal of the excess of chlorine. Orthotoluidine test. It enables both free and combined chlorine in water to be determined with accuracy and speed. It is carried out by adding 0.1 ml of the reagent to 1 ml of water. Orthotoluidine arsenide test. It is used to determine the free and combined chlorine residues separately. Other reagents like ozonation and membrane process are also used. Ozonation. The dosage are typically in range of 2 to 5 mg per liter. Membrane process. Traditionally, it is applied to the production of water for industrial applications and now is being used for the treatment of drinking water. Next, we are going to see about purification of water on a small scale. It is classified as household purification of water and disinfection of well. Household purification of water is achieved by boiling, chemical disinfection, filtration and ultraviolet irradiation. Boiling. Water must be brought to a rolling boil for 10 to 20 minutes. It kills all the bacteria, spores, cysts, ova and yields in sterilized water. Chemical disinfection. In chemical disinfection, high-test hypochlorite, chlorine solution, bleaching powder, potassium permanganate, iodine and chlorine tablets are used. Filtration. In filtration, 3 types of filters are used. One is Pasteur-Chamberlain filter, Blichfeld filter and Katadyn filter. In Pasteur-Chamberlain filter, the candle is made of porcelain. In Blichfeld filter, the candle is made up of infusorial earth. Katadyn filter. The surface coated with a silver catalyst, oligodynamic action of the silver ions which are liberated into the water. These candles remove the bacteria found in drinking water but not fill the passing viruses. It should be cleaned by scrubbing with your hand under running water and boil for at least once in a week. Ultraviolet irradiation. This is effective against the microorganisms that are known to contaminate the water. Advantage. Overexposure and does not result in any harm. Disadvantage. Expensive and no residual effect is available. Osmosis purification of water. This purification process is used to make water both chemically and microbiologically potable. Disinfection of well. The most effective and cheapest method of disinfection well is by bleaching powder. Steps in well disinfection. Find the volume of the water. Find the amount of bleaching powder that is required for disinfection. Dissolve the bleaching powder in water. Deliver of chlorine solution into the well and contact point and orthotoluidine arsenide test. Double pot method. This method uses 2 cylindrical pot. One is placed over the other. The inside height and diameter of the outer part are 30 cm and 25 cm respectively. A hole 1 cm in diameter is made in each part. In the inner part, the hole is in the upper portion near the rim and in the outer part is 4 cm above the bottom. Thank you.